I'm mad. You're gonna apologize. I'm not. I'm not.
What's going on? What's going on, man? Cloud Talk Chronicles back in this motherfucker again, man. It's your boy Lito.
What's up, your boy D.O.N. We see y'all leaving comments, man. Y'all leaving y'all opinion. We appreciate the comments. We
Facts,
do.
we
And
do.
y'all got what y'all, how y'all feel about whatever y'all feeling, how y'all feeling, which is cool. I mean, we don't.
But they're not like y'all not liking, commenting. Like, bro, the comments mean y'all like it. Yeah, that's what's up. But subscribe.
No, comments mean half you motherfuckers are haters. You're just hating. That's cool. Go hate somewhere. I mean, you can hate here, but hate somewhere else. But y'all haters, bro.
No, let them stay here hating because that keeps our watch hours going up. You ain't doing nothing but helping us out.
Yeah.
Hate as much as you want, but make sure you subscribe and then hate. You got to be like a part of the following and then you hate.
Yeah.
You can't hate and not a part of the following. Become a part of the following, then hate us.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, bro, are just weird. So back to this whole, people prefer their children to date within their race. And I know a lot of you are going to leave comments on here if you prefer your black son date a black woman or your black daughter date a black man. I'm going to tell you, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me because all that shit sounds stupid. People make up every reason. They're crazy. Mad people to question. They don't have no real reason. The same way I flip back to the subject, what's one benefit of being married? No one can give me a benefit. It's all a bunch of stupid shit. Like, I'll be like, that don't even make sense. So I prefer my children to be happy with whoever makes them happy. I don't really care about race and color. About that, I don't really care too much. And I get it. They want to, just go to my job. Like, well, I want, us black people stick together. And black people don't stick together anyway. And if you're gonna be the one to try to get us stick together, I mean, then start it. But you're not starting it. Black folk don't stick together. And not saying we can't. But I'm not wasting my energy trying to let's get us together. We can be black and all come together. No, I'm not doing that.
But I feel like honestly though, I feel like somebody has to be the starter. I feel like you can't. All right, most people I see saying that most of the time they're single. It's like you got to find somebody that you love first. How you gonna say I don't want my son, but you a single mom though? You can't even stay with the black man or whoever you're with. How could you even? I don't understand how they can technically have an opinion on it. Me, I personally would like my kids to date in their race. I personally would. It's like it's no real specific reason outside of I want our race to continue. Like my wife found out she's 34% Nigerian.
You want our race to continue for what?
What do you mean?
And listen, I'm not against it. When I say this, I'm not saying I'm against our race continuing, but I just feel like if people live, people just live and then they die, and then they live and then they die, and then you enjoy life and you die, and that's it. And that's kind of it. I mean,
okay, it's certain things like there's races of people that are no longer here.
Yeah,
like the Mayans.
The who people?
The Mayans. There are races of people that are no longer here. The Mayans.
I'm pretty sure they're still around. They're just probably not all in the group together, but there's some Mayan blood people out there somewhere. I'm pretty sure.
That's the point. There's no full-blooded Mayans no more. What do you mean?
What does that matter? So okay, if it's full-blooded Mayans, what's gonna be the difference? What we gonna do? Yeah, what's gonna be the difference?
Because their race continues. Their name continues.
Okay.
That's like saying,
continues to win.
All right, cool.
To win.
Cool. Forever. Cool. It's
forever.
But it's just like this. The same way our last name, Childs. What if every time you had a child, they changed one letter of your last name? Every time you had a child, they changed one letter out of your last name. Before you know it, after you had a child, before you know it, every letter in your last name is changed, and now you as Childs no longer exist.
That's what happened anyway.
No, how would it happen?
So hold on. First of all, you're going to say, hold on.
First
of all, if you're going to make that statement, you need to first figure out most people don't even know where their last name came from they have now. It came from probably your racist ancestors, the name Childs, where that come from. Or anybody's last name. Most folk don't even know where their last name came from. So why am I going to keep up something? I don't even technically know where it came from or who started it. I'm just saying, what if a white man started Childs? You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to keep up Childs. And let's say a white man started that last name. And you want that name to keep. I mean, you don't even know who started the name. So I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the things we do, and I'm not gonna say it's not gonna make a difference. 100 years, 200 years, 300, 400, 500.
It will matter.
Now,
I don't think it will. But that's crazy. It's because things like the Rothschilds, like their name will forever live on.
So.
What do you mean?
But they're not making a difference.
That does make a difference.
Hold on. Their name does make a difference. Now,
it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Their lineage make a difference.
No.
What do you mean?
It doesn't. A difference in whose life? Theirs. So, look, the wealth they passed down, then that made a difference. But their actual name,
what is required to get a part of their wealth? Their last name. their lineage. You have to you have to
I'm
be a
saying
blood
though,
relation to them to get a part of their wealth.
So, question: you don't think that there's other families that have passed down wealth and you don't know their last name and no one else knows about it, but their family and they pass down wealth?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Okay. I'm just saying. So you can pass down wealth without your name actually being known. You can pass down wealth without everybody knowing your name. The Rothschild, everybody just know them. That's one family. You got a few families.
The Rockefellers.
I mean, you got about 10
The
families.
Kennedys.
Maybe. Okay.
The Hiltons.
Okay.
These are all white folk.
Okay.
White folk do this shit.
Okay.
The Ming Dynasty. What do you mean? These are all other races that understand the fact. The Jewish people. The Jewish people have something in their religion and inside their race, inside their culture, saying that before you go out, let's say I want to have boom. So our daughter, me and Janelle's daughter, is getting married soon. Before us, when we planning her wedding, we must go to a Jewish family to serve the wedding before we go outside our culture. Us as black people don't even hold those kind of morals. That's like saying before you go outside this house and try to borrow some money, try to borrow money inside the house. That way, the money will stay in the house, in the family. Us as black people, we don't care. I don't care. It don't matter to me. It's whatever. Love is love. Fuck it. Yeah, and that's exactly why we are literally.
So
us as colored people, and I don't mean just black people. I say people of color, meaning brown, Asian, all that. Bro, we populate the most people in the world. White people hold the most wealth in this world and only populate 15% of 8 billion people.
So, question: do you go inside your own race? What if the better deals outside of your race? Then what?
What do you mean?
Well, if you go to a Jewish family, you asking for a loaf of bread, they charge you $10. Another family charge you $8. Who do you go to? The better deal or the family?
The family.
So you don't go for the better deal?
No.
Okay. So
no.
This isn't business. This is like some personal kind of shit.
What do you mean?
Yeah. If it's business, you don't go with the better deal. If you're charging me, if inside my family,
yep.
Let's say my cousin, hey, London, I'm selling a bicycle. It's $100. Oh, okay. Same bicycle. Walmart got it for $20. I might go get that $20 bicycle. I don't know if I'm going to do the $100 bicycle for my family. I can't say I am. I don't know. It's just like, support black businesses. Yeah, okay. Okay. Support black businesses. Yeah, all right. Listen, I support black business, but you can't be overpriced. Like, you go to this one clothing line store that's in the mall, right? I'm not going to say their name, but they're always in the mall. Every mall. Hey, support us. How much for a hat? $50. Whoa. $50 for a hat? That you just threw some shit on? No, my brother, I would not do that. You can be, man, support black race. Hey, support black people, bro. But your hats, you offer $50 to a $70 hat. No. I'm not doing that.
It's like this.
I'm not gonna be boo-boo the fool because you like support black business and overpriced, but support black business. No.
See, it's not that it's overpriced. You're comparing price wise to somebody who can afford certain different things. So let's say this. Okay, we'll do this real quick. Okay, so let's say us. We're starting our own clothing line. This is our clothing line, Slow Motion Family, bro. People go back, wide view of everything. Hit wide view. Oh, this is our clothing line. You can purchase it online or you can contact one of us. We will have it. We got our website coming up soon. You'll be able to find it there. Back to what I was saying. So when I go to buy this T-shirt, when I go to buy this hoodie, when I go to buy this crew neck, and the price for me, my price point is different. And you'll know if you go to wholesale buyer. So if I say I go to a wholesale buyer, they'll say from $0 to $99, this T-shirt will cost me $2. So my price point when I go to make it and sell it to somebody will be higher than Walmart, who's buying. They ain't in $0 to $99. They in $99,000 to $20,000, and their price point is 22 cents. So they can afford to sell you this same crew neck that I'm selling for. Again, listen, this crew neck is going for $50, but they can afford to sell it to you for $10 because they only paid 22 cents for it. Mm-hmm. So I get you, man. The black people charge more. Oh, small business, black people. Man, I'm paying a higher price point because at the end of the day, I'm not at a level of a Walmart. Of course, you can go in Foot Locker and find this shoe for this price, but yeah, you gonna go.
Well, question for you: the person who started Walmart, did he start off rich or poor?
Rich.
No, Walmart. The person who started Walmart. He didn't start rich.
The Walton started.
He did not start rich. Google. He did not start rich.
I have my phone.
He did not start rich. The person who started Walmart was not rich.
He was broke.
Yeah, he wasn't rich.
He started a whole clothing store.
He started Walmart. It's not clothing.
Walmart was a clothing store. Walmart didn't start selling groceries until in our age group.
Our age group, which is what? Walmart been selling groceries for how many years? Who got a phone?
Maybe about 20 years. Maybe.
Way more than 20 years, bro.
No.
You're bro.
No.
Yes.
No. They just
Phone,
started the Super Walmart.
phone,
they just started Super Walmart.
Phone.
They just started Super Walmart.
Walmart did not start when we were 16 years old selling groceries.
Okay, hold on.
That's 20 years ago.
Hold on.
We was 16.
Hold on.
Nigga, Walmart did not start selling groceries when you was 16. What? No.
Start selling
groceries.
We'll say 1988. That was the first superstore.
I said groceries, not superstore. Groceries.
No, that's selling groceries. First superstore.
Listen, did you put groceries or superstore?
Groceries. It says Walmart selling groceries in 1988 with opening the first superstore. The first.
That's 36 years ago.
Okay.
Almost 40 years ago.
Hold
Go ahead.
on, let's see. How long has Walmart been in existence, though?
What's his name? Walter Sam, or whatever his name was. Sam Walter. He didn't start off with a bunch of money. So at some point he had to work to get to where he's at with the clothes, right?
Walmart been around 63 years. So 63 years it was just a clothing store. It was just a clothing store.
Been around 63 years in all?
No, since 1963.
Oh, since 1963.
Yeah, my bad. Let me see, hold on. Wait, yeah, it was about 63 years. Yeah, about 60-some years, 62 years. That's 62 years. Yeah. No, yeah.
And the guy that started, Google him. Sam Walton, that's his name? Walter Sam or who?
Rich before Walmart. Let's see. It says he wasn't rich. It says he wasn't rich.
No, I know he wasn't rich.
It said, but he started the store. He started when he built another store. Their home. What do you mean? That I'm missing it. It says Ben Franklin Stores. That's what it was before. Wasn't wealthy in 1962, in fact, but they accumulated wealth before 1967. Like in 5 years, you're wealthy. So I understand what you're saying, but the whole thing is like this.
But what I'm saying, he had to start like everybody had to start. He got to a point where he could pay 22 cents for a shirt, and then he could sell it for.
So how are you knocking somebody that can't pay 22 cents for a shirt? They're not at that point yet.
I'm not knocking him. I'm just not paying for it. I'm not gonna buy anything overpriced. You're not gonna tell me
overpriced.
It's overpriced.
How is it overpriced?
Because, like I told you, you're not gonna sell me a hat for $70, $50. No, you're not. That's me, and I don't care if it's black business, white business, Asian business. I'm not buying it. London's not buying it. No.
I don't.
Now I support business. Will I support good business? Yes, I support good business. Good business. It's good. I mean, I'm gonna look.
What makes it good and bad?
The price.
The price what makes a business good or bad?
So, no, you trying to tell me you got two gas stations, one owned black, one owned by, let's say not black. You're going to go to the one that's black if it's more just because it's black? You're going to pay more?
No. I honestly, no, I wouldn't. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
To me, it's no different if, like, let's say a gas station that you own down the street, you got your gas is 30 cents more than the Asian gas station across the street. I'm going to go to your gas station.
Because I'm black.
No, because you're my brother. That's what I'm doing.
Well, that's different. That's family. We talking about like people you don't know. Let's say somebody you don't know black. Somebody don't know. We're not gonna say brother or we're gonna say
but
somebody black.
It's all dependent.
I support.
They're offering the same thing. But if their gas station's on the same level besides the price of the gas, yeah, I'll go to probably the cheaper gas. But if it's not on the same level, but if it's not on the same level, because again, dead serious. This crew neck that we got on, that T-shirt that you're wearing.
Okay, pass me that water, Leo.
They're on.
It's a glass of water somewhere up there.
I feel like.
No, it's a glass.
This is a better.
Look over there by the thing. It's like a glass of water. There should be some water.
This is a better crew neck than I've seen at Walmart. This is a better crew neck than I've seen at Walmart. So yeah, the one at Walmart, you may pay $5 for it, $6 for it, and this is a different price because I feel like this is a different material. It's better. So it may cost more, but it's also better. So to me, if I'm offering the same exact crew neck that Walmart's offering for $5 and I'm offering it for $50, yeah, I understand what you're saying, bro. But like, nah, it's usually not like that. It's usually not. You're not comparing apples to apples. You're comparing apples to oranges and being like, well, that orange is brighter than that apple. It's way more orange. It's different. Of course, it's gonna be different.
Yeah, I support businesses. I'm not against supporting blacks. I'm not, because when you go on some gas stations, the Arabs and the other races, they be rude as fuck too. I walk into places and they act like they rude. All right, nigga, I ain't gonna shop here no more. So it ain't just, I don't want people to think I'm just targeting black. No. Other races and gas stations, they be rude as hell. Like, bro, I come here and shop every day and I'm a few cents off. You should let me have it. That's how I feel. If I shop with you all the time, and I'm $1 short, you usually let me have it. That's good business because I'm shopping with you consistently. And one day I'm short, I feel like, hey. But some of them, like, and I ain't gonna lie, other races, they be assholes. They be assholes. So, hey, I won't shop with them. So, the last time I ever come in this motherfucker. Last time I come in this motherfucker. But as far as, like, the store, I'm not gonna say the name, but they're in all these malls. This clothing line, and they be pushing
Just
this
say
clothing
his
line.
name.
I be like, damn,
name.
niggas be expensive as fuck. Then they hit you with the, hey, support black business, and that's I'm like, bro,
Black business in every mall.
bro. It's a clothing store. He in a lot of malls. He got like a little stand, one clothing line, but they expensive, and it's like some simple. It's
What
the
is it
same
called,
clothing line,
bro?
same clothing. I don't want to put them out like that, man. I don't want to put them out.
If you just talking about they expensive, you didn't say it was shitty. You just said they're
They
expensive.
expensive as fuck. And I'm like,
So why you don't want to say it's because they expensive? What clothing line you talking about?
Millie merch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, yo,
they shit expensive.
how much for a hat?
Yeah.
$70, bro, for a hat? $70 for one hat?
See, well, most people feel like you create your value by telling people a higher price, and it's no different than. But I feel like
Hey, folk buying it because they still around. So I mean,
I feel like with certain things, like, all right, boom, prime example. Okay, so do you know Lamborghini don't do commercials? Ferrari don't do commercials. I think Porsche does commercials.
Porsche does commercials.
All right,
You
I
sure
know
Lamborghini and Ferrari don't?
Lamborghini and Ferrari don't
Never.
do commercials. They don't do
I don't
commercials.
know about
Bentley
that.
don't do
I
commercials.
don't know about that. Google it. They might not do as many.
They
I
don't
think
do
I seen something with
They don't do
Lamborghini
commercials.
on it, bro. I can't believe you. I've seen something on TV that said Lamborghini. I've seen something. They don't do commercials. They don't do
commercials.
Hold on. They might not do as many.
They don't do commercials.
I mean, the name is kind of out there, but I mean, we're going to do Lamborghinis advertise.
No, of course they advertise. I'm trying to do commercials. No, Lamborghini don't have commercials.
Does not typically.
Oh no, this way.
It said does not typically do commercials.
What do you mean typically?
So it might be something don't do them at all.
Instead, they focus on other marketing strategies like events, sponsorships, and word of mouth. Bro, Ferrari controls who buys their cars. You can go to a Ferrari dealership and have the money to buy their car. Ferrari could decide whether they want you to buy their car or not. Won't let you buy it. Man, I know Ferrari banned Chris Brown. Chris Brown can't buy Ferrari no more. Cause he was always changing the color of the car, spray. Cause all his Lamborghinis, he like spray paint them and graffiti them. Ferrari said they don't want you to do that. Like, you can't buy a Ferrari and then sell it. If you want to buy a Ferrari, you have to keep a Ferrari for a certain amount of time before you even decide to sell it. They won't even let you sell it in this
Well, I wouldn't give a fuck, nigga. I'm rich. I can buy anything I want. So, and it sounds stupid. I had somebody else buy it and I still drive it. Then what? You get somebody money buy it. I'm still gonna drive your car. That's stupid.
No, I don't know. I think it was something I read. It was something I read. They put in like some kind of thing like where Ferrari kind of controls what you could do with their cars.
Yeah, I guess. I won't have one. So,
I don't know. I kind of want one.
I ain't tripping. They got that kind of rules about having a car. Nigga, I bought this shit. I can do what the fuck I want if I bought it. I ain't gonna tell me I bought this shit. I can't do what I want with it. What? That sounds stupid. I bought the car. I paid the price you wanted for it. And they're gonna tell me I can't. What? That just sounds stupid. It's fuck. Can't spray paint it. Man, I wreck this motherfucker. Now what? Can't wreck your car. I wreck this shit. Now what?
Boom. It says, yes, Ferrari has considerable control over what owners can do with their cars, especially regarding modifying and resale. Owners are required to sign a contract that strictly stipulates, and violating the rules can lead to being banned from buying Ferraris or being excluded from authorized services. So basically, like, if your car get fucked up, they can say, we're not fixing your car because you broke our contract and painted it. You broke our contract and goddamn sold it to somebody. We'll never fix that car again. That's that. But I'm saying, but
man, it's a million other cars in the world, nigga. So what? All right, bye. What is it, man? Y'all just one car, man. Bye. All right.
I don't know, man.
Next.
I went to this one dude warehouse, man. We're gonna test this real quick, and we're gonna go on to something else. But we went to this one dude warehouse, and I was delivering something for him, and on the paperwork it said car showroom, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. We delivered some chairs, okay. Man, this lady opened the door, right? She opened the garage door. She immediately walked to the garage door, told us immediately, no pictures. Put your phones up. Phone got to go in your truck. So I ain't even looked behind her yet. I'm like, okay, all right, that's it. But it ain't in my mind. It ain't that big of an issue. Then I put my phone in the truck. I came back. By this time, the curtain that was behind her, she just opened it. Boy, $24 million worth of cars in this fucking warehouse. And it looked like a regular fucking building, bruh. This nigga had every Ferrari, bruh. He had like 458s, but $500,000. He had five,
And
six,
just
something,
sitting there.
seven of them.
Just
So,
sitting there.
so just sitting in his office, just sitting in his warehouse. No, he drives. He says he drives them. So I meet him. He off to the side. So I walk up. I'm just like, yo. So like Mo, like, boy, you just made this man drink. Cause all right, for those of you who know me, I love cars. So I'm like, well, I'm just like, oh man. So I tap Mo, but that's my dream car right there. That's a car I'm gonna get that bitch. You know what I'm saying? That car, $896,000. So the dude see me talking. He like, at this point, I'm not gonna say dude's name because I really can't remember his name, so I don't want to mispronounce his name. Listen, my personal mission in life is to shit on you one day, sir. That's my personal mission. I'm gonna tell you why.
It's gonna be hard.
So, I'm gonna tell you. No, it's not gonna be
All
hard.
them cars.
Hold on. Listen. I'm gonna tell you what he did. So he was like, yeah, man. I heard you really like cars. I was like, yeah. So I already know, man. You know what those are? Like they Ferraris. I told him which one. He was like, oh yeah. Which one's your favorite? I said, well, that's my dream car right there. He was like, he literally said to me, bro, oh, that's the one I just let people drive around, man. When you know what I'm saying, that ain't nothing. I let people drive that around when they come in town just to see what they see how Ferrari feel. In my mind, it's like, you just asked me my dream car to only tell me that that's your shitty car. You just let people drive
White
that shit
or
around.
black?
You're a white dude. Of course he's a white dude. And how you said it? Oh, that's your dream car? I just let people drive that around. That ain't nothing. I let them drive that when they want to see how Ferrari feel. I'm like, in my mind,
So why ain't say let me drive it?
It's a personal mission to shit.
I would have said, why you saying this to me drive it? I would have asked him.
Mo said.
All he can say is no.
Mo said.
Can you flex and let me drive right now?
Mo said, but you won't let us take pictures of it. You won't even let him take pictures of it.
And what he say?
He was like, no, because I don't want nobody to know it's here.
Well, I understand that too, though. I understand that too. I feel him on that shit. I'm taking a picture. Why you ain't ask me to drive? I was like, let me drive that shit, nigga. I would ask him. All he can say is no. All right, you bragging about it. Let me drive. Where the keys at? Go get the keys.
I knew you was going to say no.
Nah, he probably, I don't know.
No. How I'm telling you, how he said it, it wasn't like he was saying it like that was actually something. I could tell in his tone, it was almost oh, I'm shitting on you. Like, oh, what? That's your dream car? I'd let people drive that, man. That's just like my car. Just let people drive.
Well, let
He
me
walked
drive.
off. I'm just in my mind like, I have to shit on you, sir. I have to. At one point in life, I will be at that level, and I'm going to pull up on you. And
We said he had $24 million worth of cars.
$24 million worth of cars.
Oh, yeah.
And hold on, and that's not even what he told me. That was just me counting the Ferraris, the Lamborghinis, the goddamn McLarens in this building. I mean, like the garage was probably maybe about 6 of our houses, and like every square inch of this shit, you could tell the cars aren't drove in there. They're moved on dollies. Like they put dolly wheels on them and they move them around because the cars are just packed in there. And they all hooked up to this one big ass computer on the wall. And he's like, oh, that computer's constantly running diagnostics on the car. I'm looking like, I'm going to shit on you one day, sir. But no, I probably won't. All right, so for those of you who he's the largest shareholder of Ferrari in the United States. This dude is probably worth
$2 billion.
Couple billion,
Yeah,
he up there.
billion.
He up there. He know he wasn't even old. I was expecting him to be old. He wasn't even old. He was like, he said he was 51. He said he bought his first Ferrari when he was 15. I knew then you came from money. So if I don't shit on you, sir, my son or my kids or my grandkids will shit on your family at some point in time. Hey, I'm saying I ain't saying I'm gonna be able to get enough money to run up billions. This man been running in billions since he was 15. Yeah, I don't know, but I know one day that's a personal goal to shit on you, sir.
So I'd be like, let me drive it in. I'd ask him. Man, whatever,
ain't no
nigga.
point. Ain't no point.
Yeah, it is a point. Because you want to talk, let me drive it in.
Then, wait, hold on. This, all right, so, all right. We're going to touch this real quick. Mo, if you're watching this, you already know I've got on you about it, so there ain't nothing new. Okay, so, mind you, these chairs that we're delivering to this warehouse, right? Everybody, but the chairs we're delivering to this warehouse are not for this dude. It's not for him. This is we're delivering these chairs to his warehouse for his assistant. His assistant has a friend who wasn't at home, so she said, just bring them to my job, and I'll take them there. So, mind you, this dude who warehouse we in with all these cars, these ain't his shit. He don't got nothing to do with it. He just happened to be at the warehouse. So, I get back to the truck, and I'm telling Mo, like, boy, this nigga said this, but I'm $24 million worth of cars, woo, woo. Mo was like, how much he tip? I was like, why would he tip us? He was like, because he rich. You feel in your mind, because somebody's rich, that she's supposed to just tip you? How do y'all feel about that? Just because this man had millions of dollars, billions of dollars, do you feel that he still should have tipped us, even though what we were delivering wasn't his? He had nothing to do with whatever we were dropping off there. That had nothing to do with him. He just happened to be there. He happened to see us. Should he have gave us money because he has money?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. If you ain't provide him with no service, I mean,
Bruh, Mo was like, bruh.
if you ain't provide him with no service,
He
I
got
mean,
billions. He's supposed to just hand us some money. What?
nah,
No,
I don't know
bro.
about that. I don't know
No.
about that.
He's like, I would. What?
I don't know
I'm
about
not
that.
handing you no money. You ain't do nothing for me.
But folk like that, usually he probably ain't got no cash on him anyway. Nigga like that ain't probably got a whole
oh, he
lot.
definitely got no cash. Definitely
He ain't
got
got no cash on him.
Definitely got no cash.
He ain't got no cash on him, so.
If this dude walking around with cash in his pocket, I don't see it. I don't see it because there'll be no point. There's no point for walking around with cash on you.
Yeah.
Because I know me at my money level, I don't have to have cash on me. So what could a billionaire be walking around with cash in his pocket for? I would have a bunch of credit cards, but walking around with cash on me is crazy. That's crazy. But
I don't think it's a tip. I wouldn't say because you ain't provide him with no service. I mean, but if he gonna talk about how he let people drive the car, I would have been like, let me drive the car. If you had made that statement, then now you put your foot in your mouth. I'd be like, well, shit, let me drive it.
but he
Let's do that. Let's do that.
See, I can hear him saying no, just because the
Man.
way he was talking, I'm telling you, it wasn't like he actually let people drive it. I doubt he actually let people drive it. It was just that's your favorite car? I'll let people drive that for free. Like, that's not, he basically telling you, your favorite car is just my shitty kick around car.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't see him actually let me drive it. Anyway, to me, it was more along the lines of my mind, like, oh, that was just a motivation to get my shit right. That's how I see it. Because I will have a car. We'll have a car with my friends come in town. You can just go pull off. Oh, yeah, man, you want to drive the Ferrari, bro? Go ahead, pull off in it. You know what I'm saying? You good. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, pull off in that shit. But, like, okay, so boom, okay. Let's get to the topic of financial literacy. London, you have just accomplished something this month, or last month, and the beginning of this month. I want you to tell everybody what it is. What you have accomplished, bro.
First and foremost, I don't know if y'all know, but we got into the insurance game. Passed my license, state exam, and got appointed. I don't know if that means you get appointed with certain life insurance companies and you're able to write business.
Okay, so whoa. Before you go on, now, y'all, if y'all think about this, I said in the past month, that means he's gotten his license to sell insurance, and he's got appointed to sell license for certain companies like National Life Group, Forrester, stuff like that. So in 1 month, London, how much have you made selling insurance?
We submitted close to about $8,000 in premiums. Might have cleared, I'll say half, 4 to 5. Some people, everybody hasn't paid their policy. Some people, like one got charged back. So it was a pretty good number in the first month. Been pretty good with first month. I think we're gonna do better this month. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it'll be better.
What's so crazy
Honestly,
is,
in my opinion.
would you suggest this being, I wouldn't say a side hustle, but do you suggest that everybody should either get an insurance or get some type of policy for themselves?
I think everybody should have a policy themselves. As far as everybody getting a license and doing the work, I won't see nothing wrong with it because you guys get the license for a few $100s. You sell one policy, you'd have made your money back. So you can make your investment back pretty quick. So it's almost like you be in the green pretty quick. So if you get a license, you got a little bit, you know a few people to get a policy, you would definitely get your money back pretty quick. But I think, of course, everybody need a policy because one thing, like I said, people don't know about the policies is the living benefits. Is you could catch a stroke, cancer, critical illness. You could access 85% of that money that's actually the death benefit.
And then for some reason, everybody I talk to about life insurance, the first thing they say is, man, that shit's expensive as fuck. Bruh, I got $250,000 worth of life insurance for $42. Listen, man, I feel like us learning what we know now, I wish our parents would have forced it upon us when we were kids. Would have forced it. Like, you got no choice. You gonna get a policy.
Or they could have handed us our own policies, IULs, and we already had and let's say we're 35, 36, we already probably have close to maybe like 50, 60K already in these policies already that we could have just passed down to our kids and passed on. So, I mean, like I say, if you know better, you do better. Our parents didn't really know as much as we know, so there's no excuse why our kids shouldn't know. But, yeah, I mean, you can start your kid retirement now. That's what I try to explain to people. And, people are so caught up in I know, told you, people feel like you say life insurance, they start running away. I mean, people be,
Well,
I don't know. I don't get
feel
it.
like
I don't get it.
out of
You
all
still have to
things
convince
in
nobody
life,
to get nothing.
all things in life, death is the only thing that's definitely promised to you.
Man, I've talked to somebody and I told them, and I was explaining how you can leverage it and start a retirement. And I'm not gonna say the person's name, but they were just like, yeah, my parents got to keep working because they can't retire. And I'm like, so that doesn't like make you
That don't
feel
scare
like
you?
that. And then somebody else, her mom passed away. She didn't have life insurance. They had to figure out how they was gonna bury her. So I got her policy, and she's like, I mean, people are. I don't understand people.
So y'all, for those of you who follow me on social media, I did some numbers. Every year, GoFundMe says that 125,000 people apply for a GoFundMe for a funeral. 125,000 people. GoFundMe reported that they have raised $330 million in GoFundMes for these funerals for 125,000 people. Please do not get caught up in that $330 million. That's not a lot of money, because if you actually do the division on that, that's only $2,640 a piece. That's no money. That is no money.
When you can
Technically,
take time,
you can't even cremate somebody for that.
and if you take time and go ahead and get a policy now, keep paying on it, and it's crazy because it's people like our people, and I'm not saying just only black people, but people in general, like they're afraid. Like you tell them, hey, $60 a month for a policy, they get scared, but they ready to go drink, smoke, eat, buy unnecessary clothes, shoes, everything else under the sun. And they're not thinking about, passing down anything to their the next generation or the next of kin or paying their debt, because everybody has debt. Excuse me. Everybody has debt. You know what I mean? So I would say at least, you can pay off your debt. I
But
would
what's okay,
think.
hold on, but a lot of people don't understand that death is definitely transferable.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, if you pass with $100,000 worth of debt, they're gonna just pass it on to your estate, and your next of kin, whoever takes on your
Like I
estate,
got here.
is now responsible for that $100,000.
Yep.
It doesn't just go away because you died. So now, not only did you not leave your kids or your family or your wife or your loved ones with any kind of money, you just passed on them $100,000 worth of debt that you couldn't pay. Now they are responsible for paying.
Which is crazy. And then once you realize you educate people and you tell them, and people. I mean, people are different. I don't know, and people are just different. You tell them, they say they can't afford it. You give them the lowest number possible, they still be like they can't. Like I say, and always be positive. There are people out there that did get policies and they did stick with them, and they are thinking about the future. So I would say yes, there are people who did, but I think of course every person needs one. I mean, at least for 30 years. Cause think about it. If you're 40, you get 30 years. That's till you're 70, and that's a term. And terms are pretty cheap. You know what I mean? They're pretty affordable. Most terms. They don't have any built-in savings or no accumulated interest, but it's still good to have, man. I would say you get a high value good to have. You pass your kids on that, they get a policy. Let's say you pass your kids on $500,000. They take out 2 or 3 policies on themselves. Could $500,000, they can afford a term now. They can afford IUL. If they have $500,000 or they got 250, they can afford IUL. They can afford to start their own savings.
But I feel like a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people is like, I don't know. I hear certain people. Well, really, I've heard rich people say it, and it throws me off to a whole nother level. It throws me off to a whole nother level that, like, rich people will say shit like, when I die, I'm not giving my kids the money. I'm giving all my money to charity. There's no way in hell. I'm dead serious. Listen, I love y'all. Y'all out there, people. Listen. There's no way in hell I've accumulated $1 billion and into thinking y'all mind that I'm gonna pass my $1 billion on to the masses.
They kind of feel like they
money.
might leave their kids something, but not everything.
I give my kids everything. Let them figure out. No. I'm building my wealth. I'm building my generation up. I'm building everything that I have in my family.
But you got to think about it.
Family.
I'm saying, if you got $1 billion, right?
Yep.
You got 4 kids.
4 kids.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hypothetically say you left each kid
$250,000.
I mean, no. You have $1 billion, nigga. You have $1 billion.
Yeah.
You have $1 billion. I mean, how many hundreds of millions is in $1 billion?
$250 million. I'm leaving $250 million. $250 million a piece. Y'all gonna split that billion up just like that. And if I have a wife, then y'all gonna split up half a million.
I don't know.
She gonna get half a billion. Y'all gonna split half a billion.
I wouldn't say I would leave it to charity in someone else's hands, but I wouldn't mind passing around some of my wealth because my kids. Let's say if each one of my kids had $100 million apiece, I think they'd be okay.
I feel you. It ain't
I
about
think
to
they'd be. I think they'd be okay.
It don't- it
I
is
would.
not
I
about
would.
my
I
kids
would be
being
okay with. I would be okay with blessing others and helping others. Because, like I say, and that's what I'm explaining to you. Back to that conversation we said before. You said before, as you said, you said you prefer your son to date a black woman because keep that race together. So yes, I make sure my kids are straight. So let's say my 3 daughters, $100 million apiece. That's $300 million. $100
Out of
million
$1 billion,
apiece.
you have $1 billion.
I have $1 billion. I get $100 million apiece.
Yep.
That mean I got how much left?
You giving out $700 million to the masses?
I would not to the masses. I would go to other black families and
You did.
Oh
How you
no.
going to other black families?
I'm saying though, I put in my will. It'll be written out to other black families to build up other. Cause like I say, if we all come together as a race, cause that was a reason for blacks sticking together. My kid got $100 million a day straight. They got $100 million a day beyond straight. And they have it a piece. If they blow that, then they gonna blow anything else I give them. $100 million, they'd be straight, beyond straight, and that's a piece. They're beyond straight. So the rest of that money, yeah, I wouldn't mind helping other families out that are poor. Because think about it, the chances of one person getting that kind of money is not every day that someone get that kind of money, bro. That's like $1 billion. That's not like an everyday kind of thing. $1 million, yeah. $1 billion is like, ooh, you get to a few billion, ooh, you definitely up there. So I wouldn't leave it all to my family. I would spread it out to some other families and build some more. Like I say, if you're talking about building up the generation and building up black people, you should leave it to other families. That mean that probably couldn't get where you got, but they don't mean they ain't good families and mean they couldn't do nothing with it. That'll be actually building a race instead of just leaving it to your kids. I mean, they don't. I'm not saying they don't need it, but man, they don't really need it. $100 million nigga. We survived. We've been straight. We ain't even touched $1 million yet, and we ain't struggling.
You have touched $1 million.
No, I mean I touched $1 million at one time.
Oh no, at that one time.
I'm about one time.
So we have touched
I mean, having it in your hand one time. Like, no. So if you ain't even had $1 million, you talking about $1 billion leaving them up, man. I leave my kids. I leave other people's shit too, though. You know what I'm saying? Other families, I wouldn't mind. Because that'd be the whole thing of bringing our race together. Hold on. That was the reason you said I prefer my black because I want our race to stick together.
But that has nothing to do with what I was saying about maintaining the black race. I don't me grinding out the mud, and then I'm gonna give all the money that I worked hard for my family, not to my family. I'm gonna give it to somebody else.
You heard about Rockefeller? What's his name? Rockefeller. You know he was sick. He was real sick. You know how he started getting better? He started getting better when he started to give his money away. For real.
Fuck.
Damn,
that's
Google it. He was sick as fuck. He was sick as fuck. He started giving it. He started becoming philanthropic, giving money away. He started getting actually better in life. He said he's stressed. He's stressed. Google him. He's stressed all the time.
I feel like
about money.
I feel like
he started to get that shit away.
That's one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to get to a point. I haven't been in a point where I feel like a lot of millionaires are, where they tell some or billionaires are like, oh, we're stressing about everyday things and this and that and money. I feel like, bro, I can see how having that kind of money would stress you out. Just because, again, somebody's always asking you for something. Right now, we're nowhere near $1 billion.
Well, that'd be easy. I just say no.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know how to say no.
No, hell no.
A lot of people don't know how to say no.
Google Rockefeller. See, Google, he was sick, and I forgot what he started to give his money away, and he started actually like getting better. He lived to be like 90 though. So, but he was sick for a long time. Yes, he was sick. He's stressed, workaholic. So it's like, and that's what I try to explain to people. Yeah, you could work, and everybody want money, but life is moving fast. They say the past, present, and the future is all happening at one time.
It is.
The future's happening. Everything happening like at one time.
You don't understand that the future is never the future. You will never see the future, because once you do see the future, it is not a present. You can't go back in the past because it was the present.
So what about people who do the psychics? They can't see the future?
I don't think people can see the future. I think people can see. I don't know if people can see the future. I don't know about that. I ain't gonna say nobody can see the future. I don't. I've heard of people having premonitions about things going on with like prophecies and stuff, but I don't see that they're seeing the future. I see that they're seeing like mental induced vision. I feel like our mind is a strong tool. Your mind is.
So you don't feel like you could travel through time outside your body?
I feel like you can, like, but I don't feel like through time. I feel like you can travel through space, meaning not like physical outside this earth space. Like you could travel from this house to the next house in your spirit. Do I think you can go back in time in your spirit? I don't know about that. I feel like I can astral project myself from here to another place, my spirit. But do I believe that my same spirit can go back to the 1970s and see what my grandpa was like? I don't see that. I don't know about that. I don't that. I'm not saying it's impossible.
What
It's
if
just
what if you are the seed that was planted through the seed that was planted through the seed that was planted? So what if you are still yourself? All these planted these you planted yourself in these different seeds at different times.
dude,
So you so
that was definitely a high thought. What if you are the seed that planted the seed that planted the seed?
you are that same seed just planted over.
What do you mean?
So you plant like you're Jaden. You planted yourself again in Jaden. So that's really you, but it's like
I'm just
you
saying.
planted that seed, so that's still you there. It's just another form of you. So you planted yourself again and again and again. You keep planting yourself. The same exact life force. 'Cause it came all from the same. It all came from one life force. One person started the seed, and they person's seed, and it was a seed, then it was a seed. It all came from one person
So you're
planting that
saying
seed.
basically it's the same one person.
Same one person planting the seed. Same one person that planted all these seeds.
I did like the numbers, right? I can't remember how the dude did it, so don't get me the line. But he did like a backtrack of like grandparents, and it was funny because he said when you have two grandparents, then you have 4 great grandparents. Then you have 8 great great grandparents. Then you have 16 great 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 parents. Then you have 8. Once he got so high in the numbers, I'm like, there's no way that like you can't tell me 50% of this world is related. You got to be. There's not enough people. There's not enough people for you to go back. Like great 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 great. You had I think after your like your 5th or 6th or 17th great, you had almost 70. I got it home.
I mean, a lot of folk are probably related. I could believe that, or close. I could believe that. Back in days, I forgot what family it was. They started to sleep with each other. We're gonna keep the money in the house, everything. Yeah, hit your sister. Yeah.
No, what's the name?
Keep this together. Whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
I'm gonna be real. I can't remember which one it was. I know it was one of the rich and powerful families, like the Rockefellers or the Rothschilds. You know what I'm saying? He was like basically he wanted the money to stay in the family. Like this when he started the family trust and he wanted the money to stay in the family. So what he did was he had his brother's daughter marry his son, and they just kept doing it like that. They wanted the money to stay in the family that bad.
Just cousins.
Okay. So after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, after 8 great grandparents, so it's great 8 times grandparents. You have 256 great grandparents. This is crazy because when you add one more great, it doubles. So that means it goes to what? That's 400. No, 500 and.
So wait, I don't understand what you're saying.
512.
I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying we have a.
There's no way in hell you're telling me. There's no way in hell you telling me that once I get to around about the 15th great grandparents, that the number is so large, there's no way that it doesn't overlap somewhere with somebody else. That it's the number is too large. I can't remember. Man, hold on, man. I'm gonna show you the number. Hold on. After we'll just say the 20th great grand.
Keep it in the family. Cousins marrying cousins. Whoa.
parents, How many
Weird. We're not doing that.
do I have? Okay. After your 20th generation of great grandparents, you have 1,048,576 grandparents. That's for everybody. I have that many. Well, me and you have that many. We have the same mom, same dad. Janelle has that many. Jimmy has that many. You telling me there's only 8 billion people on this planet? There's no way in hell you telling me 20 generations back, we each have 1 million ancestors. You can't tell me it don't overlap somewhere. It's got to overlap somewhere. There's not enough people in this world. It's got to overlap.
Well, how many millions are in a billion? How many million? Huh?
1 million.
How many millions are in a billion?
Oh, how many millions are in a billion?
Yeah.
Shit.
900 million
Yeah.
and 1 billion.
Yeah, well, I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
No,
900 million and 1 billion.
no. Listen, what I'm saying. With every generation, it doubles. So me adding one more generation, that's 21 great grandparents.
So you're trying to say we got hold on, back up. We got mom's mom with our grandma and her
grandma's mom.
Okay, so where's the double at?
Okay, watch. Okay, watch
Go
this.
ahead.
Okay.
Mom's mom.
Do it. So, our mom, boom, we have two parents, mom and a dad. Mom also has a mom and a dad. Dad also has a mom and a dad. Dad's dad also has a mom and a dad.
Yeah.
His mom also has a mom and a mom and dad. It just keeps doubling like that. There's no way you can't. The number is too large. It overlaps somewhere. That's why I say I don't believe that we're all related, but I feel like a large number of this world is related. There's no way you can't. The numbers don't lie. It's literally impossible.
So if we're related, so why?
Watch this though, because the only reason people are what's up? You got a mic. Talk. Okay.
Huh?
So incest. The reason they say incest is bad because two genetic DNAs too closely combined doesn't combine well. So like our kids the genetics are too close together combined. That's what it'll make up some deformity. But
Is that a fact though?
Yeah.
You look it up.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a fact.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think so. Autism not true. That's not true.
I don't know if
Fact.
autism.
I don't think that's true. Google that. It's not that much deformity
Why
within.
is incest? Why do incest cause deformities?
Or how many does it cause? Let's say how many does it cause?
It just tells what it causes.
No, ask them what's the numbers that it causes. It don't cause that much deformity.
How many deformities does incest cause? It doesn't. Say.
Because it doesn't cause that much deformity as you think it does.
It probably really does.
I'm telling you, it doesn't.
Your genetic DNA, your genetic
It doesn't
makeup.
cause that much. Go ahead. I mean, get Google.
Your genetic makeup, bro. It's your genetic makeup. You have to look up genetics.
So you're trying to tell me half the kids there, let's say on the slow bus, you think they came from incest?
No, not half the kids.
I'm not saying though, the kids that are on the slow bus in the slow class.
Not half the kids.
Hold on. Hold on. Are they come from incest? I'm asking you. No, they're not. They're not coming from incest. I'm just saying.
No, you trying to see? No, the whole thing is like this.
Go ahead.
No, the whole thing is like this. You're trying to generalize one answer from it. Deformities don't come only from incest, so you can't say the kids on slow bus is incest. You can't say that. But if they have 50 kids, that come from incest, more than half.
I wouldn't say that.
More than half are going to be deformed.
I wouldn't even say that.
They're going to come out with some deformity.
Do numbers. Google will pull up a number. Google pull up. Let me see my phone.
Can't pull up a
Google
number,
will pull up a number.
can't
The
pull
numbers.
up
I already
numbers.
looked this up before. That's how I know.
You can't pull up numbers.
You can.
You can't.
But you gotta ask the right questions. Ask the right questions. That's my phone.
No, it's my fault.
Ask the right questions. You gotta ask the right questions.
Ask it.
How many kids are deformed?
Definition of how many?
Okay, stop me. How many kids are deformed that come from incest? It says this is a wide variety. 1%, 1 to 75% from incest between first degree relatives to the first. What it ain't saying. Hold on, there you go. There you go. Here you go.
I'm telling you, bro, genetic makeup, bro. I'm telling you, if you have 50 kids, 10 kids that were all born of incest, at least 5 to 6 of them will have some type of deformity. Your DNA cannot mix that closely. So the reason I'm saying I feel like if we were all technically related, I feel like the relation, the blood, okay, boom. I feel like the blood is so far removed that it doesn't matter anymore. Because like if you take, let's say I have a cup of water and I take a drop of water and I mix it in for so long, we all taking drops of water. By the time it gets down to the 90th drop, it's not the same shit that's in there anymore. So somebody takes some out of there, it's the same, but it's not the same. We have some type of genetic. I feel like that's why even like when I was telling you, like human being, mankind, humans, human, goddamn Neanderthal, those are all different beings. We're not all the same. That's why I hate people that we're all the same. We're really not all the same. We're really not all the same. I think they found like 20 different types of human beings, like throughout like the years and shit. Come on, bro, we are not all the same. So I feel like
Middle Eastern and Northern African nations show the greatest frequency of incest.
I don't know why you don't believe that, bro. Incest is like it's gonna cause some kind of deformity. But I don't know why. Like that just popped in my mind. Like that. I think I seen it on like online. Dude was like breaking down great, 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 great. It's like, damn. So like in my mind, once the number gets so high, y'all try it. Y'all just really try it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. Like I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna do your 30 of great. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how many grandparents you got. Let's see. Let's see how many. Hold on. Hang on one second. How many relatives do I have? Okay. Boom. Look. After 30 generations, you have 1 billion ancestors. You can't tell me. You can't
As a
tell
30
me.
what generations?
After 30 generations. After 30 generations. You have 1 billion ancestors.
So that just go back to your point that we did. But you're saying but you just said all human beings aren't the same. But that's just kind of saying we are coming from the same thing, though. That's kind of
No. See,
that's
they
kind of
say,
saying
they
that
say,
right there.
no. What I'm saying is they've looked up online, or you look up online, they've done research saying that there are different types of human beings. Like they're like Neanderthal, they're mankind, there's humane, there's different types of shit. Like how they found like Lucy. Lucy's not like us. The little old thing they found in the ground. It's like, yeah, look it up. It's this old human being that they found in the ground named Lucy. That's what they named it, Lucy. Lucy is not a human like us. She's like some other form of human. You know how people say, "Oh yeah, we
What
evolved from monkeys. We evolved from monkeys."
what
Like
was
she
different
would
about
be.
her?
I don't know her DNA, how she looked, how she acted, her mind, her brain was smaller, her nose was bigger, her hands were bigger. She hunched over the back. Her spine was never straight. It was certain things that were different that was a part of her genetic makeup. So I feel like when people say, "Yeah, we're not all related," if you technically do it 30 generations back, which ain't that fucking far, ain't that far. I'll say
Think they
30.
that far?
I feel like 30
Nigga, that's
generations.
over 100 years.
I feel like 30
Clearly
generations.
over 100
Huh?
years. So this is definitely
Fuck
way
yeah, nigga. Fuck yeah, nigga. 30 generations back,
a
maybe.
thousand years.
I don't even say 1,000 years. I would say 30,000 years. I would say the
It
average.
is, bro. I can think about it. Our granddaddy was dad is 100 years. He'd be 100 something years old.
That's three.
That's three. And
That's
he
three.
and
So just 300 years. Maybe 300 years.
three, what do you mean 300 years?
Yeah, you just add. Okay, so.
But no, he would be the.
I'll be our third.
He'd be our second.
No, he'd be our second.
Second. He'd be
So
our
that's three.
second.
Hold on,
generation.
I'm saying, but that's 3 generations back. That's 3 generations back, and that's 100 years. So if you go to 30, you would just add
You be
300 years.
300 years. I don't know. All those numbers.
I
Are
feel
right.
like honestly, from 1901 to 2025, we've had how many generations? You know how many generations you have in your family right now that was born in 1900? That was born beginning 1900. I can't see that.
Let's say we live 60 years.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
What's the number? Nigga, y'all understand how far this man really is away from me right now? He ain't doing that. That been 1,800 years? 1,800 years? Yeah. About 1,800 years, yeah. But that's crazy because that wasn't even to the beginning of AD. That would have been like back to Jesus era.
That's if we
That been back to Jesus.
they all live 60 years.
I would say that would have been close to back to Jesus. No, because they apparently, supposedly, Jesus died at AD, so that would have been year 1. That's why AD it stands for something else, but people say after death. Like, you know what I'm saying? AD. So that been, huh? That's
After death, yeah.
No.
Well,
What
AC,
does
huh?
AD stand for?
BC before Christ. After death.
The Latin phrase, Anno Domini, the year of our Lord.
The year our Lord, Aero Dominant.
Before Christ, I thought.
Yeah.
Let me see that phone that
before
charges.
Christ.
Let me see that phone that charges
Before
on that
Christ.
counter.
But the whole thing is like
It's on
this.
that
It's
counter over
crazy. Supposedly, Jesus hasn't even been gone, what, 2,000 years, 25, 20, 2,225, 2,025 years. That's what it stands for. So my whole thing is like this. If 30 years back, 1,800 years back, I got a billion ancestors.
I'm just going.
Okay.
If we live at least 60 years, so yeah.
What? If we live what?
If we live 60 years, if they live at least 60 years back then, it'll be that long.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. We don't technically know. I don't know, bro. Like I've had a whole debate with people about the Bible. I wouldn't call myself a Christian, but I do believe in a lot of the like spiritual things. But I feel like if you honestly sit back and like thought about like all the stuff that went on, it's like it don't. I don't know. I don't know. I went into a deep dive, a rabbit hole last night about the pyramids for like 3 hours, and I couldn't come up. I couldn't figure it out. The Great Pyramid of Giza. It was supposedly built in a certain amount of time, and like for it to be built in a certain amount of time, that means a 10, or I think the small stone they say is 10 tons. A 10-ton stone had to been added to this pyramid every 3 seconds for like 60 years straight. And it's like, it makes you just wonder in your mind,
How they do that?
how the fuck did they do that, bro?
Every
I feel
what,
like
3 seconds.
I feel like
10
over time.
ton?
This is what I feel. I feel
So
like
hold on, 10 ton is a stone is
10 tons.
one stone on the pyramid is 10 tons. It's the 10 tons.
how small is the smallest stone on the Great Pyramid of Giza? How much does the smallest stone on the Great Pyramid of Giza weigh? It's, they all the stones range from 1.2 to 2 to 15 tons. Yeah.
So 1 ton is a car.
No. Fuck no. What's all depending on what car? Cause like your car probably weigh 1 ton. Our car don't weigh 1 ton.
Yeah.
That's 2,000 pounds.
He's saying each stone is at least
At least
At
2,000
least 2,000 pounds.
That's crazy
One
as
of
shit.
them.
One of them. That means a car had to be added to that fucking pyramid every day, every second, every 3 seconds for 60 years straight for it to get built in the amount of time frame that they said it was built in. That's why I feel like society as a whole was a lot smarter than we are now. And I feel like we got dumb.
Do you think people did it or they had power to do it? They probably had power to do that
I don't know.
shit.
I feel like
They probably had power in there. They did some kind of
I feel like
power
it's
to
like
that
I
shit.
feel like it's. I honestly feel like it's a lost technology. I feel like they had some type of technology that they knew about back then that we didn't know about, and we lost it somewhere in time.
Maybe they had something that could change the weight of stuff, so maybe that shit wasn't that heavy. They changed the weight of stuff. But I'm saying, but they had something that probably could change the weight of stuff where it wasn't. It might have been that heavy, but if you touch it, like they show everybody in the pyramids wearing this little watch thing, this little thing. They all wearing watches on the pole walls. Everybody put one of these little watch thing. They probably had something that could change the weight of shit. Like it probably was that way. But they touched it, probably didn't weigh like that. I don't know. They probably did.
Watch this.
But
Watch this. You know what's so
how
crazy?
many stones are on the pyramid of Giza though? How many?
Hold on. 2.3 million
Stones?
stones.
What?
In stone masters estimated approximately 2.3 million stones. Weight of the average is between 2.5 and 15 tons. on the Great
2.3 million stones?
Pyramid. 2.3 million stones.
I don't know about that.
That shit is crazy, bro. Like, dog, 2.3 million stones on this shit, bro. That's crazy.
And each one of them wearing at least a ton.
At least 2 tons, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Bro, and then
That's definitely a lot.
What's so crazy?
That's definitely a lot.
It's crazy. It's crazy because
Whoever
like,
built it, they're not here
you
no
don't-
more.
No, watch this shit. Watch this shit though. They said that when they were building this pyramid, that if the pyramids like where you put this
I
stone,
think I know where they did it. I think I know how they did it.
Okay, watch this. Where you put
Imagine
this,
they had fucking giants. No, for real. No, for real. They had giant people. Imagine us putting together some Legos.
No.
Imagine us as people, we putting together shit. We build a pyramid. Touch that stone. To us, it's heavy. To them, it's probably like, we could just imagine it. We just-
But listen.
Imagine a bunch of giants doing this
But
shit.
the whole thing is like this. The whole thing is like this. It was only built one time.
Yeah.
No, watch. They've already done the math. If that pyramid, let's say 1 or 2 blocks were off at the bottom, weren't precisely in the place that it is now, if it was off by even, they said 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters to the wrong direction of where it's at, they said that it would have threw off the whole pyramid by the time they got to the top. You wouldn't know until you got to the top. It wouldn't have stood that long. That's crazy as shit for the simple fact, especially for the fact that
No, it is, but who's ever built it has that wasn't the first one.
hold on, talking
Obviously.
about there
That
are
wasn't their first time doing it.
talking about. That's what's crazy that there's a pyramid in Mexico just like that.
Exactly like that.
Exactly. No, not exactly like that, but it's the same size. It's the same size, and it's huh? Yeah, it's a lot of pyramids. There's a pyramid in the middle of the Amazon. They found that shit. There's a pyramid in the middle of South Africa. South America. Like, bro, when I literally say, dog, honestly, I've realized
Giants.
that there's a technology that we lost.
It's the Giants, bro. It can't be Giants.
You ain't gotta, you ain't gotta be giants.
I mean, because think about it.
Because again, watch this. Okay, watch this. Okay, cool. Giants don't explain how it's laid out. It's laid out to exactly mimic the Orion's belt. The circumference, right? So that means each bottom all the way around is the exact number. I mean, down to I think about 10 decimals, bro. The speed of light.
Yeah.
Like the number is that exact. Like, bro, it sits where it sits. I think where it sits on the pyramid longitude, latitude, where it sits is the exact speed of light.
I mean, we did this shit fast.
No. I feel like, bro, it's a technology that we lost. Like how they.
You think they lost, or they, or
feel like
they
it's
just don't
lost.
want it in the wrong hands?
No, I feel like it's
Maybe
lost.
maybe it's still out there. They just don't want the wrong people to have it. Cause think about it.
But building techniques.
Yeah, nigga.
That's what they lost.
Yeah.
No, I think we just.
Because
all,
think about
I
it.
feel
Building
like we all-
technique.
I feel like
that's
we all
power.
got
No, they saying there's power inside the pyramids too. It's an energy source. It ain't just a pyramid.
Oh man, hold on. Time out.
It's
Time
an
out.
energy source.
It's gonna be
nigga.
home. We gotta wrap it up soon. But look, that's gonna be a topic for something else. We're gonna say that topic. Cause look, if you Google new discovery for the Great Pyramid of Giza. Man, they said right now they looked underground, did a sonar underground. There's towers underground that
Yeah, I
go
heard.
almost 15 stories deep. I think.
I heard that too.
Bruh, dog, that means this pyramid is not only sit on top of this earth, miraculous as fuck, but you talking these folk dug 15 stories deep into the earth, and there's towers that this thing is sitting on top of.
That's what I heard that too. I heard that.
Monsters?
I heard that too. I heard that too.
That's crazy.
I heard that too. I heard that too.
Huh? Oh yeah, okay. So listen. So in the Bible, for those of you who follow the Bible in any type of way, in the Bible it said that in the end of time, when God would be on his way back, and just one of the signs he said that the Euphrates River will dry up, and under the when it dry up, it will release 6 monsters or 3 monsters that he have locked under the Euphrates River. It will release them into the world. Y'all, how about the Euphrates River dried up, and they found a cave that looked like a sail under Euphrates River? Huh? Yeah, it dried up. Yeah, it definitely dried up. Yeah, it definitely dried up. You know, we love Google.
What's that movie where them monsters came out the
Did
fucking
the
ocean and
Euphrates
shit,
rivers
and they were
dry up?
destroying the earth? What's the name of that movie? Where these fucking animals are
It
coming out
says
of?
no. It says no. It is not entirely dried up. It said that it will be completely dried up by 2040. That's less than 15 years.
Yep.
It will be completely dried up. The entire river will be dried up in less than 15 years. It's all they say. Oh, right now it's majority dried up. It's majority dried up now.
But you seen the movie where the little monsters come out the? I can't name the movie with these like
Godzilla.
these. Ain't Godzilla, but it's other
I know
little
what you're talking
animals.
about.
Well, they just
Ooh.
coming out of no fucking way. Like what
what's
the
it called?
fuck?
It was like some kind of earthquake or something, and they came out the magma and they came out the water, and then people had to find them in a big giant robot.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I was like, oh, and it was like destroying the fucking earth.
Yeah.
It was coming out of nowhere. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening.
I never see that happen. I feel like that's what happened in like.
Because there's a lot of shit that go on in this earth in the water that we don't even really know.
That whole
what's there.
time out. Why is it that NASA used to explore the ocean, then out of nowhere they shot up to space?
Okay, they figure.
You don't think? You know what I think happened, bro? I think they found something down in the ocean, and they like, yo, we gotta find a way to get off this motherfucker.
What if you go?
gotta
What if you go
go.
deep enough in the ocean, you come out in space?
I don't even believe space exists, bro.
What do you mean?
Nah, just like what I said. I don't believe
I'm saying
space
if you
exists.
go, I think if you go deep enough in the water, you come out the land or you come out somewhere else.
Bruh,
You go deep enough
I
in the water.
don't honestly, me personally, like Gail King just got shot up into space. I personally don't believe that they went to what we believe as space. I believe they went to low Earth orbit. I believe they went like probably about 200 miles off this Earth. but 200 miles off this earth ain't that far. Like, I think if y'all watch a little special on Neil deGrasse Tyson, he did it. They was like the guy. They was like if the world was shrunk down to the size of a cue ball billiard pool, cue ball. If it was shrunk down to that size, that the International Space Station that hovers in space will be less than a millimeter or less than a centimeter off that ball. So that lets you know you're really not in space, bro. You're really not. And I feel like honestly, if you look at how all the spaceships take off, why all the spaceships curve, I don't understand that. If you're trying to shoot off this Earth, if you want to shoot off this Earth, why wouldn't it just go straight off the Earth? Why does it shoot like a curving thing? I feel like there are other lands. Like everybody say, "Oh, Nardo, do you believe that?" You know, what I'm saying that the Earth is flat. I'm not necessarily saying that I believe that the Earth is flat, but the people who told me it was round have gotten caught lying to me way too much for me just to take what they say for face value. People say,
But I seen this little thing I show you right now where they showing about they saying if the Earth was moving, I seen my partners.
oh yeah, that was crazy.
If the Earth is moving how they say it's moving, how
It
much
don't make sense.
Yeah.
Why is
Wait,
it?
wait,
Why
wait.
is it that you tell me we
This
moving
right
through? We on the Earth is spinning.
Heliocentric model of the cosmos. The moon revolves around the Earth 13 times per year,
Can you hear it?
traveling at 2,288 miles per hour, while the Earth revolves around the Sun once per year, traveling at 67,000 miles per hour. The following model and animation illustrate how this is supposed to occur. As you can see, since the moon is revolving around the Earth, which itself is revolving around the Sun, in order to maintain its regular orbit, the moon would have to be constantly and drastically changing its speed in ways completely unaccounted for by the model. In the outer part of its orbit, the moon would have to speed up 67,000 miles per hour, in addition to its regular speed of 2,288 miles per hour.
Is it pretty much saying that the fact that it's no way that the moon is slowing down, speeding up, the moon is slowing down, speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, and it just don't make sense for how they say we're moving, how they say what's going on.
All right, all right.
'Cause this is a
I
little
want y'all.
crazy.
All right, so I want y'all to envision this real quick, right? We're a ball in space.
In the heliocentric
We're spinning ourselves. We're spinning. There's a moon on around us. It's spinning around us all while itself is spinning. Even though we've never seen it, the dark side of the moon never faces the Earth, which is crazy as fuck. But it's spinning. Then you telling me that also all while this is happening, we're spinning around the sun. All while the sun is spinning around this massive black hole in the middle of the Milky Way galaxy. All while the Milky Way galaxy is also itself spinning around another massive black hole. They're talking about we're shooting through space right now at hundreds and billions of thousands of miles per hour. And you telling me every night, you'll be able to see the North Star? The same star. I can see the same star every night. How? It don't make sense.
Or is it or it's in the same
the
place?
change.
It's in the same place.
Don't what?
I'm saying the North Star is in the same place, not in different places.
That's what makes no sense.
It's in the same place as the sky.
That's what makes no sense. It literally makes
Even
no
like the
sense.
pyramids are lined up with Orion Belt.
How the fuck has it been aligned
They
that
wouldn't
long?
be.
It wouldn't
They
be.
wouldn't be. If it was
wouldn't
moving
be.
how it was moving, it wouldn't be aligned.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
mean,
I'm not
somebody
saying-
lying.
I'm not
Somebody
saying-
lying about something
That's what I
because
say, bro.
the pyramids are lined up with the stars. I mean, eventually at some point they wouldn't be.
They wouldn't, cause we're spinning around. We're going.
We'll be gone.
We're
Yeah,
in total chaos.
yeah.
There will be, it wouldn't be
I
lined up.
think the Earth is sitting still. Is there a moon and the sun going around? I believe those are moving. I believe they are moving. The sun and the moon are. I don't think they're sitting in the same spot.
I feel like, all right. You ever just looked at the flat Earth model of the Earth is like the Earth sitting with this dome around it, and
Yeah.
then the sun and the moon are inside there. I feel like, bro, the moon is man-made. I really do feel like the moon is man-made. I don't feel like it's what we think it is. I don't think it's a giant rock floating down in space. It affects too much stuff. Like without the moon, we wouldn't be able to live here. We would all be dead. If the moon just happened to fall the fuck out the sky, or fall the fuck out our orbit, we would all die. How? If it's just a rock, how is it affecting us that much? I feel like that was purposely put here for us as human beings. Somebody put it there for us as human beings to survive. It just makes no sense. What are the chances? What are the living chances that you telling me we're this size, our moon is this big, the sun is exactly the right amount of space distance from us, where the moon and the sun seem like they're the same exact size. What are the chances? What are the, bro? That's like 1 in a bazillion, dog. Like that can't happen, bro. That's it's
And then you can see them both at the same time.
the facts. I don't understand that. How is it that you telling me
It's night over here.
every night I can see the moon, but then sometimes I can see the moon during the day.
Yeah.
But then in my mind, if I'm looking at the moon during the day, what are the people on the other side of the world looking at?
Yeah.
The moon. How? I feel like, bro, I was looking at this, I was telling my bro, listen, bro, China just created a sun. Like a literal sun. Like they plan on launching it. I think in like we looked at, it was like 2030 or something. They launching the sun into the sky or some shit like that. They tell us it's gonna give them endless energy. They would no longer depend on something. I feel like they're planning for something to happen that we don't know about. Y'all ever watch? If you ever watch Terminator, I feel like when not Terminator, the Matrix.
Oh,
Matrix.
That wasn't Terminator.
Terminator and the Matrix are created, are connected. We'll go on that another time, but no, I feel like the we gonna create this AI. The AI gonna create robots. We're gonna try to save energy by making the robots be able to get energy from the sun. The robots gonna act stupid. We're gonna try to take out the sun, and it's gonna in turn kill us. That's what I feel like gonna happen, bro. And China's preparing for it, huh? We could, and they say Mars had water on it, and then pictures of Mars look like places here on Earth. That's what's so crazy.
But
I don't know, man. We
exterminated population. They're gonna do population control. You know, people always want to start over for us, new beginning. We gotta kill everybody and start over. Everybody has to die, new beginning. You know, that's always their whole reason for killing off a lot of people. Gotta start over. Gotta rebuild. Gotta destroy. Yeah. Okay.
I just personally feel like, bro, this world is like crazy as shit, though.
I think it's gonna be over fast. I don't think we live as long as we think we live. It's gonna be over quick. It's gonna be over quick.
You think we gonna see the world in?
No.
In our time?
Hell no. I don't.
You know why I feel like we might?
I don't think we're gonna see
I feel like
I don't think we're gonna see
feel
it.
like-
I don't think the world's ever gonna end. I think it's gonna change.
No, I feel like
Do I think the whole population is gonna die off? No, I don't believe that.
I believe a large amount, though.
I probably believe that.
This is why.
I don't think everybody
This is
gonna
why I
die,
believe, because there's too many stupid people in power. You got one dude that's on our side provoking everybody in the world for these tariff shits. He's provoking everybody in the world. Then you got people in this country that have access to nuclear weapons who already don't like us. I promise you right now, what's that dude, Kim Jong-un, whatever the dude over in North Korea, this nigga is actively launching nuclear weapons into the Pacific Ocean trying to see if he can get close to the United States. He's doing it. He's launched like 5 of them into the Pacific Ocean trying to get over here. If he launches one in the sky that they believe will hit us, they will launch one back. And I feel like there are people that don't like us enough to like him that will launch one at us, and then we'll be launching one at them. And I feel like a bunch of nuclear bombs.
Once it hit,
I was there with a bunch of nuclear bombs.
But no, all the billionaires got their bunkers up under their ground. A lot of billionaires got bunkers underground. They're like, yeah, nigga, we gonna be, when y'all decide for this shit to go off, we gonna be on the ground. Y'all gonna die. Everybody on the surface gonna die. I think we'll be gone by then.
Oh, but then I'd rather be gone.
Yeah, we gone by then.
I'd rather be gone.
I think we be gone by then.
I'd rather be gone. I'm saying if right now, if we hear an alert that says 30 nukes have just been launched at the United States.
I don't think they're gonna tell us.
I
don't think they're gonna tell us. I think it's just gonna happen. I ain't gonna lie to you. By the time they tell us, it'll be way too late, nigga. By the time
I wouldn't go high.
I think
I wouldn't high.
I think it's just gonna happen. Like, what the fuck happened? It'd be like, oh yeah, it'd be like that. I don't think it's gonna wrong nobody. I don't see it happening. I think people who meant to know are gonna know. Everybody else not gonna know.
I feel like even like when we dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, I feel like, bro, them folk were just up one day and then out of nowhere, explosion. Explosion.
And that's it.
My bad to laugh at that shit. I wasn't laughing at the situation. I was laughing at the fact that
that's just
these
quick.
folk just woke the fuck up one morning and thought everything was
Woke up
Gucci.
dead.
And then like America was like, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
But like, look, we'll go and wrap it up, man. Until next time, I am your boy, Lito.
Your boy DON, man. Cloud Talk Chronicles. We'll get back with y'all. Leave comments, like, share, and subscribe. And listen, we need to drop a link because I think somebody asked for the full YouTube video to one of these little podcast clips. Where the full video at? So if y'all go on our YouTube, Slow Motion Family, go on our YouTube.
Dude, at Slow Motion Family, all one word. At Slow Motion Family, all one word.
On YouTube to see the full video. We're going to put the link down. So just click on the link. You can see the full video if you want to leave comments on that. That's cool. People going to comment on short, but I don't see anybody on the full videos on there too, right? Because the full videos are on all of them, right? The full video should be on YouTube. The full video.
Full video is always on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, should be.
We can't. There's no way. Right now, we've been talking almost an hour and 15 minutes. There's no way. There's no way. Like Instagram is letting us put up an hour and 20 minutes, bro.
Yeah, so y'all go on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back next time with some more merch. I'll probably wear this again.
Nah, man, I got too much merch, bro. Listen,
Yellow.
if you hit me up, I got all new stuff. You got any ideas? Let me know. I'm always open to design ideas. All right, we'll holler at y'all.
We out.